Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Guys, this story is of a beggar and his cat. The man raised a cat, and then the story of how his life changed became very popular. The man's name is James Bone. He was born in Surrey, England. When he was young, his parents used to fight all the time, which had a bad effect on his mind. His parents divorced shortly after, and his mother remarried and took him to Australia. Friends, James returned to England at the age of 17, but there was no money in his pocket. James was forced to live his life on the street. Sometimes he would ask people for money, and sometimes he would earn money by cleaning people's cars. James started walking on the road day and night. His life was being ruined. In 2007, the British government gave James a room in a building. Other people like him lived. James was still living his life begging on the street, but he did not know that his life was about to change. One evening in the pouring rain, Jim was returning to his room. This cat was probably hiding in the building to avoid the rain. It was a little ginger-colored cat. James thought it was someone's pet cat. But the next day, the same cat was sitting in the same place again. The cat's health was bad and his leg was injured. James was upset to see this cat. She felt like she was asking for help from the cat. James took the cat to a clinic. He got the cat ointment bandaged. James used to go anywhere. So this cat was following him. Forced to take this cat everywhere with him. He used to sit this cat on his shoulder and sit on the road and play the guitar. Friends, this series continued for many years. James, who had become addicted to drugs due to depression, had become so accustomed to the cat that his addiction gradually disappeared. But the story was not over yet. Friends, James and his cat Bob lived in London, and they became so popular in this city that every other person in the city of London started getting to know them. A man who lived on the street begging for money. Now he is starting to become famous. This is when he used to sit on the street and play the guitar. So people would come from far and wide to see him and his cat. There seemed to be a throng of people around. The story of James and his cat began to appear in newspapers and magazines. So it started appearing on TV too. It's about 2010. An offer was made that James, who had written a book about his life in the life of this cat, started writing a book. Her name was A Street Cat Semi Bob. The book became so popular that it sold over 1 million copies in the UK alone. The book has been translated into 30 languages. In 2013, James wrote another book. Her name is Street Cat Semi Bob. This book also became famous all over the world. James was now a very rich man. Her life had changed. Friends, in the year 2016, a film was also made on the story of these two, which was named Street Cat Name Bip. But the story of these two is quite tragic. When James returned home on June 13, 2012, his cat was not at home. The search began. 2 days later, his cat's body was found on the road. The car had crushed him. This cat was 15 years old. A statue of the cat was also made in England. People still remember this story of James and his father. If you liked the video, please subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell icon so you never miss any videos.